Patient Matchmaker and Soulmate Expert. Welcome to tonight's episode of Matchmaker Secrets, where we talk about love, dating, and relationships. And of course, matchmaking. Sometimes, I'm always wondering, it sounds cliche, but probably you can help it. But I wonder, how is the inner state of being affecting our relationships? Or, sometimes to make it easier, like how is your joy, affecting your relationships? So tonight we have invited a guest. Dr. Marisa Tunis is a licensed psychologist, dating coach, and relationship expert. She helps her clients heal from painful breakups, find love, and experience more joy in lives. Every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live with Dr. Marisa, a show about love, dating, and mental health streams on Plenty of Fish, Susk, and Meet Me. So, hello, Dr. Marisa. How are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you?
Really good. So, it's always nice to have, people who come to us from another state. So thank you so much for joining us. I know that there's a time difference, but we try to accommodate each other as much as we can. So Dr. Marisa, I know that, a lot of people are already so, curious, what made you decide to take on dating as part of your psychology services?
Of course. So I've been a psychologist for many years, and I was doing the hard work of family therapy and couples therapy and trauma. And I was coming home every night just completely drained. And I'm like, oh, I want more fun in my job. I want to come home feeling lighter. And I was talking to colleagues, and one colleague asked me, what do you like talking about? And immediately I said dating. And she's like, well, why don't you pursue dating? Why don't you help people date? I'm like, well, that's brilliant. And so that's how I started my business. And I started helping clients date in addition to my private psychotherapy practice.
Oh my God, that's awesome. And I think that's brilliant, because a lot of people need your help. Yeah, a lot of people are, always forever single. It seems to be like that. So right. What kind of barriers have you seen in dating joyfully?
A bunch of barriers. Well, first, not enjoying your single life. So feeling lonely, bored, unhappy. And it's important that you live a full single life. You have plenty of friends, plenty of activities, are finding joy every day, can sit alone with yourself and be okay. And so that's the work to have a more joyful dating life, is to be okay in the present and to be happy with who you are, who you're with, and feeling connected. So you don't feel a craving or a need for a partner. It's you would like to have a partner when the time is right, but you don't need a partner.
Yeah, I see that a lot. People are just so sad. They're by themselves. They're thinking like, oh my God, Valentine's came, Christmas came. I still don't have anybody. So that's the scenario. And so you're saying that, just let it be, because that's the way it is for now, right?
Yeah, that's how it is for now. And you can experience the greatest joy in the present moment. If you're focused on the past, relationships not working out, or the future, daydreaming, fantasizing about your future partner, you're not going to be experiencing the joy, the kind of joy you can experience in the present. And also, people put these time constraints. I want someone by Valentine's Day. I want my partner by Christmas to get this Christmas present. Labor Day, I want to go on this vacation with my partner. The partner doesn't exist, doesn't materialize, and then they feel really sad. So remove those expectations. And it's really important to date slowly and not push yourself to meet these time expectations you have.
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea. You have to remove your expectation, because sometimes expectations is the one what's going to kill you. Okay. So would you share with us some dating mistakes that you have seen, that people usually make?
Yes. Well, what I was saying is rushing.
Mm.
So meeting someone, interviewing them, wanting to know everything, and not letting the process unfold naturally. Because if you are pushing to see if this person satisfies all your needs in the first or second date, you're going to drive that person away. No one likes to be interviewed or have pressure. You need to come to the dates having fun, feeling joy, and just seeing if you like talking to the person. Do you like do you like talking with them? Would you like talking with them again? Do you think you like to be in their presence? That's all you need to do on the first and second date. Go slower. And a tip for women is allow yourself to be pursued. Sit in your femininity, and take a breath. Stop doing as much and allow it to come in. And for the men, your dating profiles need help. So if you are if you are a man who is using dating apps, have a friend, have a dating coach review what your profile looks like, because the men aren't doing so well in creating their profiles. They tend to need help more on that aspect.
Okay, so you're discouraging women to chase men. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Stop chasing men, and also stop sleeping with them so soon.
Oh my gosh.
I sleep with someone else. But if you're interested in a man, slow it down.
Yeah. The reason why I just said that is because, like, sometimes I think about those women. They're so desperate that they're already, like, 40 or 45, or even those who are 35, and they cannot think about being alone for the rest of their life. And then they are also thinking about, like, oh my god, my biological clock is ticking. So,
Right.
like, they're always probably in their mindset, like, oh my god, I don't want to be alone. So they are, you know their tendency is to chase the man. So, like, that's the reason why I just point it out. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my
Right.
gosh.
And they feel this time constraint. Like, I need to have a man to have a baby. I want a baby before I'm 35, I'm 40. And it's pushing men away. It's having the opposite effect. So you really have to separate your desire for a baby um, in your dating life. You have to, if you want a man, a partner, you have to put your baby mind aside. Maybe bring it to bring that mind to friends, therapists, coaches, and then show up on a date just wanting to connect and wanting to meet people and have fun.
Yeah, doctor, I know that probably some women has already asked you as well, like, what do you suggest for those people who are so worried and they just want to freeze their own eggs? So is that something that you allow, or, like, something that you discuss with your clients, if ever?
Well, I think a lot of women freeze their eggs for emotional reasons, and whether they actually use their eggs, it's less likely that they actually use them, but it gives them time and allows them to have more patience, a clearer mind. So in that way, it's helpful. It's also a lot of money.
Ah, okay.
It's a lot of money. So you have to see, can I calm my mind down without freezing my eggs and date slower and be more patient? But it does give people some relief, and some well-being to that you bring into your dating life. And more women are doing it on their own. Women are going through the IVF process and getting a sperm donor to have a baby on their own, and then saying, I'll date later once I have my baby, and then I won't feel so rushed. I can actually find my dream partner, and I have my baby. So that's another route too. And also, society tells us, like, as a woman, we need to have kids. And perhaps looking at our desire for a child a little bit more deeply, and see if that could be fulfilled in other aspects of your life. But that's a hard one. I've always said women 35 to 42, it's the women 35 to 42 who want babies, hardest segment of the population in terms of dating. It is. It's just, it could get painful. You feel very vulnerable. So I have so much empathy for women of that age group who want babies and are dating. It's the hardest. It really is.
Yeah, that's the reason why I brought it up, because like there are a lot of people in that generation, like they have been working hard for their career, and then like the finding a mate has become like second part of the life, other than the work. So yeah. And then let me ask you though, how important is finding your authentic self in the equation?
Oh, it's vital. So if you are not showing up as your authentic self, someone can't connect to you. They won't know you, and you will feel continually let down, misunderstood, and sidelined. So it is so important that you show up as who you really are, and be vulnerable. So part of being authentic, you need to be vulnerable to all the parts of us that we typically don't want to show people. So sitting with yourself, journaling, having insight into what makes me tick, what are things that are my pains, what are my goals, what are my aspirations. Having this insight allows you to appreciate what your authentic self is. So when you're dating, you could be really clear on who you are and what it is you need to communicate.
Yeah. It's very interesting because like just like the past hour was talking to a guy, and then like he's undergoing a divorce, and he said like the wife was saying that the ex-wife, I should say, the ex-wife was saying that she was more interested with having more relationship rather than one guy. And I was thinking like, oh my God, after having 3 children, that's the only time that she has realized that. And I think like I guess it was also like a miscommunication in their part. They were not able to express what their real self is, because like if you didn't say that right away, and then you're just protecting yourself, so like you're marrying the wrong person.
Yeah, well, another aspect of it is if you are not allowing yourself to be vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be able to be intimate. So perhaps, it's that intimacy that's the glue and that keeps people connected. So if you're not showing who you are, and all the dark parts and all the parts you think are bad and undesirable, then you're not going to be able to connect with a partner, and the partner is going to get bored and want to look for someone who could be intimate.
Yeah. So what are some tips that you give to your clients who are looking to find love?
Well, enjoy the present, enjoy life now. Don't wait for someone else to bring you happiness and connection. If you feel lonely, you need to connect with friends, make new friends, family. You need to satisfy your needs yourself, and not look for this, fantasy who's going to satisfy your needs. They have to be satisfied by you in the present. If you are using dating apps, they're not intuitive. So you will likely need more help than you think. So ask a single friend to review your profile, get professional pictures. Hiring a dating coach for just one session to review your profile is extremely helpful. If you're meeting in real life, go out, make eye contact, smile, appear open, because you can meet people in real life. But your body language and confidence in that way really does matter. And slow down the process. This is not going to be 1 month and then you're in a relationship. You have to think that this might take time to really get to know someone, and connect. You have to give it time for something deeper to develop. So take a breath.
Yeah. Like, I really like that. A lot of nuggets from you, doctor, today. So, like, for everybody who's listening, you have a lot of homework from the doctor. Like, make sure you're present and make sure that you're having joy in your life, because, like, if you're not having joy, like, you're missing what is present to you right now. And so, like, maybe you're also looking all the time on your phone. So, if you're looking at your phone all the time, then you're not being present and you're not seeing maybe somebody's winking at you like that, but you're not present. Oh my God, that's amazing. Okay.
Look around. Yeah.
So thank you so much, doctor. So we're always looking for resource speakers on anything about love, dating, and relationships. And if you're single and you're navigating through love and romance, we want to know how you are doing that. And of course, if you are already a couple and you want to share your secrets to us, why not come over and give us a holler? We would like to have you with us. Thank you again so much, Dr. Marisa, and I really appreciate it that you're being here, also contributed to a lot of people who are watching.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, you take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you again.